is, what is Mike's opinion on the lost chapter of Acts found in Constantinople?
Well, I had never actually heard of this lost chapter of Acts found in Constantinople. So I looked it up. It was discovered and published in 1871, this supposed lost chapter. There are 0 peer-reviewed articles on it. There are also 0 dissertations. That's a bad sign. In other words, this has all the trappings of some sort of paleobabble kind of document that no scholar since 1871 has thought enough of to actually do any study on it. So again, that's a bad sign. But for the sake of learning about it, I did do some looking online, since I don't have anything peer reviewed to go to, and we'll put this link on the episode website in case people want to see this. But again, this manuscript found again in the late 1870s purports to be the Acts 29, a missing chapter of the book of Acts. There are some really good, at this link, there's some really good questions to ask. And again, these are the kinds of things that just make the whole thing stink. Where's the original manuscript? Now, the writer at this particular website notes this. The manuscript, if it existed at all, was found in the possession of a sultan in the late 1700s or early 1800s at the earliest. The information about the manuscript was first published in 1871, almost 150 years ago. There's nothing in terms of research databases or whatnot that show that the manuscript has been seen by anyone else in the last 150 years. The actual, like original manuscript, or what purports to be the original manuscript. That's a bad sign. That means that scholars can't take this original manuscript, presumably, of course, written in Greek, if this was Luke's hand, and a copy of something produced by Luke, like the rest of the book of Acts. There are literally millions, I'm not exaggerating, millions of Greek manuscripts from the period, not just of the New Testament. I'm talking about the like Koine Greek, fragments of Greek material from the first couple centuries before, and go on into the early Christian centuries, overlapping with the era of the New Testament, that have been found and cataloged, and scholars work on them, put them into databases and whatnot. And to see that nobody knows where this one is highly suspicious. Another question he asks is, where are the references in ancient literature to a lost chapter of Acts? Does anyone ever talk about something at the end, is this chapter being lost? Or does anyone ever talk about how Acts should not end at chapter 28? And the answer is no. Nobody even suggests that anything has been lost from the end of the book of Acts. So again, another really, really bad sign. Now, if you do any reading on this, you'll find out that there are things in this presumed lost chapter that are used to promote the idea of British Israelism. And that pretty much is the death blow. This has, again, all the marks of a manuscript contrived, made up, to enforce an idea in the 19th century. Remember, this was supposedly came out in 1871. This is one of those eras, 19th century, early 20th century, where this idea of British Israelism, that the British Isles, the people there are vestiges of the lost tribes of Israel, that kind of thing. This is one of the eras where this was a big deal. And so, again, this has all the marks of something made up just to promote this idea. So what do I think of it? Not much.